Okay, we're in the upstairs hall bathroom, and when you have a shower and a bathtub together, you're supposed to have a single mix handle, not separate handles like that. And then the shower orientation is so that you cannot get to change the water temperature. You've actually got to step inside the shower and go for it, man. It's going to be a little cold at first. If it's too hot, you got to go through the water. You can't go around. Can't go around. You should be able to go around, but you can't here. Our GFCI works. Now this is going to be consistent mostly with all of our plumbing. Some of them are a little more extreme than others. You see these little metal rosettas right there? Those are discussion plates. And we're supposed to have a discussion plate on our drain, and we do not have discussion plates on any of our drains. We don't have one over here. In fact, that's a pretty big gouge not to have a discussion plate right there. That's one of the exceptions I was going to show you. How about that? Right out of the gate, we're special. Okay, GFCI works. Coming on along. Working my way across the room. Is there room crossers? This shower we can get to. This shower has a single handle. Okay? This bathroom does not have GFCI. And this wall is pretty much removed in here, so that one's a little larger. That's one of the ones I was bragging about. Also, I'm not sure about how many of these, but if you'll notice that this lavatory basin here is small. It does not have an overflow drain. Those are called percolators, and they're not required. So if you're washing your Barbie after your day at the swimming pool, and your phone rings, you get distracted, you could flood the floor. So pay more attention when you're washing Barbie. That's all it is to it. This kind of interior appliances and stuff. This is the southeast bedroom. And this is the clothes hamper. Whee! Okay. That's all the plumbing upstairs that we have. Watch this step. Okay, when you're coming through here, it's just waiting for somebody to wipe out on, man. Then you hit your head on this and it's not turned in and you fall down the pie steps. We don't want any of that. We don't want any of that nonsense. That's not our style. I got a short video on the fireplace, but in essence the key is in a drawer. We've got a portable screen. I don't know if it conveys or not. It's gas logs. We do not have a clamp, a restrictor inside the chimney to prevent it from closing 100%. If that was a natural wood burning fire, the house would fill up with smoke. But since it's a gas log, you know, we might not be so fortunate. We need to save lives. No carbon monoxide and poisoning on my watch. Monoxide, okay. Okay, we're rolling in here. This is the primary bedroom suite bathroom. GFCI works. And we're looking up underneath here. That's kind of normal. Now this is typical for all the bathrooms, okay? Everything goes down, it's supposed to go down. Hi, Timmy! This is also typical for all the bathrooms. Our vent fans are slow starters. It's like they need start capacitors. So by the time you want to get rid of any, by the time you build up enough steam, and so we got one bathroom in that, we do not have a vent fan for where all the moisture is. We got a little moisture in the bathroom. Mostly it's a fart fan, whatever you want to call it, but we should have a vent fan in here, and we don't. And that light came on, and our ceiling fan is too close to the shower. And just like upstairs, you got to go through the shower, through the water to get to the shower. And not only is the fan too close, the hot and cold water are reversed over here. Okay? And then, there we go. See, there's little spots around there missing our discussion plates. And this light comes on its own will. Okay? This light in this closet. There you go. I was having some trouble earlier for my goodbye video, and it looks like I'll be able to do it. But anyway, that's the switch for this closet, and it's coming out and it doesn't work so good. Does not. Does not work very good. No, it doesn't. Okay, we're going to roll on through here. We're rolling with the punches. We come in here. This is the guest bathroom. Everything goes down, supposed to go down. This one's, we should have separate handles, and that stopper is loose. Which, I mean, we should have a single handle, and that stopper is loose. And this commode is too close to the bathtub. We should have 15 inches from the edge of the bathtub to the center of the hole right there. This bathroom does not have GFCI. It does have a perlator. You see the perlator there? Hello, perlator. Okay. Moving on in here. And then this one is a little different than the others. It's not the most radical thing in the world, but see the escutcheon plate? And then we're missing our escutcheon plate. But over here on the cold water supply, we're also missing. And on our supplies, that's the only one where I noticed that an escutcheon plate was missing. There might be some other missing escutcheon plates. We're not through yet. So we roll on out in here and roll into our laundry. It's 3-prong electric. Hot and cold are not labeled. That hood should be replaced. Not GFCI protected. Not GFCI protected. Not GFCI protected. Hot something. Missing our drain stopper. Missing our drain escutcheon plate. And coming on along. All of our burners work, but the gas valve is hard to get to. It's hidden in there. It's hidden way in there. I got pictures. And the doors are kind of touching the gas connector. That's not cool. Okay, this goes on up and up and up. I'm going to have to look at some ceiling videos to see if it goes up far enough. But down here, it looks beautiful. It's textbook. My goodness. Now this corner is not supposed to be farther from this than 24 inches. What supersedes code? Manufacturer's installation instructions. Okay, so Kenmore might decide that this corner needs to be 30 inches from here, or 35 inches. That's what they might have decided. I don't know. I don't have the instruction book. I'm just going by code. Okay, so the microwave works, by the way. Burners work, by the way. Everything is hunky-dory. Now this is kind of interesting. See that big old gouge right there? Look at that. Ooh, doggy. Man, you could lose a noodle down there. Or a rib. Okay. Ovens work. Ovens are on convection, so that's kind of nice. I don't remember looking in here. Oh, it kind of looks familiar. Okay, well this looks familiar. Okay, we're supposed to have a cover on this lamp right here. Our 1/2 horsepower food waste disposal. There's the steam coming out from our dishwasher, so we know that works. A 1/2 horsepower food disposal does not work. It probably just needs to be reset. I don't know, because it looks like it's a fairly recent installation. Okay, but then we come down here, and this is not GFCI protected. This is not GFCI protected. That's not GFCI protected. That's not GFCI protected. We do not have lockout handles on that. We do not have lockout handles on that. Coming over here, this is not GFCI protected. And this hose right here, all right? So that is your drain line for your clean dishes. So you get your sink up here with all kinds of dirty dishwasher water because you're soaking a pot that you made chili out of or something like that. And Elon's up there with his SPCS bombarding this with barometric pressure. And he's putting that barometric pressure down here, heating everything up. And then it pushes down on your dirty water and pushes your dirty water through this little hose right here. And then this little hose goes into your clean dishes. You're supposed to have a high loop on here. You do not have a high loop. No high loop. That's me. Hello. In case anybody needs some excellent home inspection service, I'll see what I can do about finding you somebody. Okay. Refrigerators are not usually part of an inspection. They don't usually convey. It's cold. Okay. Maybe it makes ice. I don't know. But I do know that we got a lot of broken parts in here. So, look, there's another one right there. Look at that. So we're coming over here. Open the door over here. Hello, Mr. Door. Got parts just laying around. I don't know what those are for. push to open. Okay, I guess you could do that. It's cracked over here, it's cracked over here. So it's got a lot of cracking and stuff going on. And integrated ice. But I don't see any integrated ice. It's not making ice for me today, even though it does make water. So if it makes water, why doesn't it make ice? And here's really convenient. Look at that. Okay. Push it all the way. What's that about?